Hello, everybody. Oh, we got focus problem. Focus. Come on. Focus. It's having trouble. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer here. 1 second. Actually, can I? I don't know if I can without having to rotate that. We're good. We'll just leave it that way, but it needs to focus. So, hold on. There we go. Yay. Oh. Focus. All right. I think we're good. So let me know if you can't see that. A little bit more light. All right, so I am actually going to be drawing today instead of painting, which I don't do very often on this live stream. And I was looking through my brother's Instagram. Thank you, Andrew. My siblings, pretty much all my siblings, take every single one of them takes amazing photographs. And I often stalk their pages. Sorry, I'm trying to look it up. For good photos for art or paintings or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I am quickly posting to Instagram. Okay. See if we can get a few more people joining us today. Thanks for watching. Hello. Lydia, welcome. I forget to do some of my, what would you call it? Launch sequence or advertising for my live stream. So I'm just making sure everyone knows real quick on my Instagram. There we go. All right, done. Boom. Let's dive in. I have my handy dandy peanut butter pretzels here with me. I don't know if you guys live near a Costco or any other store that sells these, but these things I'm addicted to. So those are my go-to snack. All right, so we're going to be, oh, there we go, drawing one of my brother's photos, and I kind of wanted to do just black and white pencil of something more realistic. So I was thinking an animal, and I was looking through his Instagram here, and I'm leaning towards doing, let me take one more little glance here at these other ones that I was thinking. Yeah, I do want to do this little one. Okay, so there's this really cute, do I want this one? That's pretty cute. Maybe I do this one. Cute little bunny. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Okay, make this smaller so that I can see both you guys and the comments. If you're leaving any comments, that's great. There we go. But yeah, feel free to ask questions along the way, and I'm gonna dive in. So, yay, you love bunnies or rabbits or whatever they are. It's a baby one, super tiny, so cute. Okay, I just need to figure out what orientation I want here with the paper. Let me know if you can't see, if it's not in focus or something, because I can fix that. So far it looks good. Okay. I'm just going to freehand it. We're not going to worry about sizing too much. All right. Let's start with our... Let's do the B. Oh no, this is my 2H will work, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna draw this really cute bunny. And I thought, oh, I could totally save it for like Easter time, but like, nah. I want to do it now. I'm gonna follow some of my artistic, what would you call them? Callings? Artistic urges? Artistic, I don't know, whatever. So we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna try to go somewhat large, but not gigantic. So let's start with sort of the shape of the head. And then the little ears. He's got a little eye that falls in here somewhere. Little nose that falls in here somewhere. And body, he's all kind of crunched up, probably a little scared. Let's just draw the whole body there as one shape. Oh, it's a little too big. This is why you draw lightly, so that you can actually erase things. There we go. Cute. Okay, one paw. Two paw. Three paw. Okay, I think that looks right. Now we're gonna just start to add in some more detail. Refine some edges. Put in edges, I guess, is the other part. This is a kneaded eraser. If you don't know what this is, you can stretch it and pull it. Oh, look, there's like a color pencil lead inside there. You find treasures, really cool. But you're supposed to knead it. It's called a kneaded eraser because you need to knead it so that it actually eats up the extra graphite that's in there. Otherwise, it turns into this really hard black thing. You want to make sure it actually is doing what it needs to do. I had friends, actually, was it friends, close friends, that had bunnies as pets growing up. And I feel like they were never nice. So I don't know. They're cute, but I don't know how nice they are. Like pet ones, anyway. feel like I had a friend who got bit by hers or something. Maybe it was just the bunny's personality. He's like, I do not like you. Who knows? But I don't know what kind of pets you guys have or have had in the past. I grew up with turtles, actually, box turtles. And we had about 4 or 5 at one point. And they're, about this big, most of them. And they're cool, but they were also kind of like really stinky. Any sort of reptile animal is probably a little bit more stinky than like a bunny or hamster or something like that. So their tanks just get kind of gross. Okay, so I got the layout of the bunny. Let's make sure I'm liking it. This is the nose. Oh, he's so cute. I feel like the back didn't go high enough. Little tweaks are going to make all the difference. Oh, focus. Focus. There we go. All right, I'm going to switch pencils because that's a light 2H. I'm going to go to a B. I think that one's full. Let's try this. Oh, that one's jammed. Don't you just love hand sharpeners? Oh. Hate them. All right. I'm going to start with the darkest values and kind of work from there. And then kind of add in the texture as I go. So I'm going to jump in now and do the eye. Lydia has a question. What is your favorite thing about art and why did you start drawing? Favorite thing about art is a good question. I've been doing art since I was like 4 years old or younger. So I think I just have loved creating things. I did drawing, I did painting, I did like construction paper projects where you'd take colored paper and cut out shapes and glue them to other shapes and that type of thing when I was really little. So that's kind of how I started, I guess you could say. And then when I turned about 7 or so, my parents knew that I loved it a lot, and they saw that I was devoted to it and had either some talent or just some skill in it. And so they basically were like, what do we do? Do we put her in some art classes at an art studio or whatever, which is exactly what they did. So, and I actually started with drawing. So portrait drawing, that type of thing. Took a few classes in that. And then from there, I went on to colored pencil because it was like familiar. It was a pencil, but I could add in color and learn about color theory, which was a blast. I love colored pencil. Then I went to watercolor, which felt less intimidating. Wasn't easy, but less intimidating. And then from there I went to acrylic and then oil, and then kind of scattered in there I did things like pastel and stuff too. So that's kind of how I got into art more seriously, I guess you could say. My favorite thing about art, honestly, I thought about this today actually when I was driving around. I was like, man, everything in our world, man-made, has been created by a person. And I was like, we are creative beings. We are, I believe, created in the image of God, like the Bible says. And God created everything, and we as his people, as his creatures, like, are so good at creating things. Like, I mean, just like driving down the street, you're like, okay, first off, this street someone had to make. Someone had to design the car I'm sitting in. Someone had to design the street lights. Someone had to design the houses I'm passing and the layout of houses and trees and landscaping versus city and shops and all these things, right? And then you see things like murals and signs for restaurants and logos, and like you start just going down the line and seeing all these cool things, and it's like, man, that didn't just come out of nothing. Like, we've been creating things, we've been making these things, and some things involve some more math and science and understanding of some of those concepts a little bit more, and others, like art specifically, is kind of an exploration of creating. You can create things that have never been seen before, that don't make sense, and that's okay. And that's what art is, basically. And so it just gave me an excitement for being specifically an artist. I mean, first off, just a human, but an artist in general, and just being like, wow, like I get to create stuff, anything that I want. And some people might not like it, some people do. That's okay. But I get the process of putting something to paper and being proud of it is probably my favorite thing about art, is seeing what someone can do. Not just myself, but anybody who makes art. It's like, I love watching people. I love seeing other people's work. It's inspiring. So I hope that answers your questions. But good questions. I love that type of thing. Okay, now this is interesting because it's like a lighter bunny. I'm working with backgrounds that are a little bit darker. It's like this down in here is darker than the bunny. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. I'm gonna go crazy. I am actually working on a watercolor paper, because it was actually a very fine tooth watercolor paper, so there wasn't like a lot of texture to it, which was kind of nice. So it can kind of hold on to the graphite a little better, but it wasn't too textury that like I couldn't cover the texture. Okay, then. Putting in some of these shadowy spots here. Okay. Then I'm going to make it more into fur because that looks kind of bad. Not bad, but just not great. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'll sharpen the pencil again. Mm-hmm. The key to doing fur is going the direction of the fur. If you go in an opposite direction that's not supposed to go, it's going to look really fake. Do, 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 do. If this was a lighter bunny, like brown, or sorry, not lighter, darker. If this was a darker bunny, like brown or black, I would probably give the whole bunny a value first before I do hair texture. But because it's a little bit of a lighter, there's lots of highlights. It's okay that I'm doing like individual strands. Normally you don't want to do hair like this, but it's going to take forever. You can do it if you're going really realistic and don't care how long it's going to take you. But if you're wanting to simplify, starting with a basic value first is helpful depending on the value of the hair or fur, I should say. Kind of doing a little bit of brushing over with my finger because I can always go in and erase. So not everything's pure white. It's like there's value changes inside there as well. Do, 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 do. Okay. Cute, cute. Let's see here. Let's jump up to the ear. The texture changes in the ear, gets a little bit smaller. The inside of the ear is quite smooth, so and then there's this, I love this nude eraser for this reason. I can go in and lift out an edge that's going to be a little bit lighter. Is it the right shape? There we go. Then we've got this section here. I guess I kind of did because the edge of these is okay. So that's the interesting part is I'm going to have to go in. Watch this. For this to be able to actually show up as the white edge of the ear, I have to do the background darker. It doesn't have to be black. It just needs to be dark. So I'm going to come in here and just add a little bit of value. And it doesn't have to be very large and it's going to be very blended and smooth, but putting that in there, I'll show you how this works once I get this laid out. Blending, blending, blending. I'm actually loving this paper that I'm working on. It's a very small textured watercolor paper. I think it still is cold press, but it's just not very textured, which is kind of nice. I have to turn it for a second. Get a different angle with my pencil. Yeah, there we go. This edge is similar actually for the face. It's not quite as dark as that though, so I'm going to just kind of give it a light value here. I'm loving this paper, guys. I got it on Amazon. I'll have to look up what it was. It's been okay for watercolor. It's maybe a little bit thin, which is maybe why it works better for this. There's a little bit more shape to this background thing, but I'm going to see how it looks as I go along. I don't want it to look distracting or anything. Like this right in here needs to be just darker. Honestly, this whole background, so I need to make sure I know where the edge of my bunny is here. And this whole background has a value. And the way to kind of know to see this is to ask yourself, what's the whitest part in the picture? And from there, deciding, okay, what values does everything else need to be? In this picture, the highlight is really light. And most of the highlights in the fur are pretty white. Everything else has a slight value to it. And so I have to give everything else a slight value. So even this side. Let's see. So I've got that. There's actually a darker spot in the background that's coming from here, going this way. Just a little bit darker. It'll just help make that nose pop a little bit more. Okay. Technically, there's a darker thing back here in the background. But the background's a hard thing because it's just as important as the subject matter for the only purpose of supporting the subject matter. You can't, make it too defined. Otherwise, it's going to really distract. So now I'm going to work on the face because the face has some little whiskers that come into the darker edge. little nose. Did I put it in the right spot? This is my chance to fix it if not. Let's put in all the dark stuff first. There's like this little line. It's almost like cat eye eyeliner on the bunny. That's cute. Completely natural. Fur on the face always looks a little different than fur on the body. So with how short it is, the direction changes more drastically. And the thing with fur, like I don't have to completely, I'm not doing every single hair. You can kind of imply more fur in spots by literally just shading it. Easy, easy. Sharper pencil is going to get inside the grooves a little more. So I'm making sure that my background is actually dark enough. Let's see. There's a really dark shadow here. The shading, or I should say the lighting rather, is quite dramatic in this photo. which honestly makes it easier for drawing. So you're just looking at the dark and light shadow shapes and highlights and all that. Oh my gosh, I have to put this in there. I saw it when I first found the photo and I forgot about it. There's a quarter right here to show you exactly how small this bunny is in the photo. I should draw that in there. Let me just make sure I'm doing everything I want to do on the bunny first. So if I put down a value, most of the bunny here, then I can go in with my handy dandy kneaded eraser and create kind of an edge to it and use that to lift out the areas that need to be really white but have some texture to them. So like up here, this edge that goes into the dark, like right here. I need to do a little bit both. And this edge. Oh yeah, see how that just brightened up that little ear? Where else? Down in here a little bit. A little bit down in here on the little paws. Oh, so cute. This little edge is a little bit sharper under the nose. And technically a little bit darker there. Oh, so cute. Oh, thanks, guys. Yay. Thanks, Bill and Caitlin. Glad you like it. Now, I could go crazy, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want to spend like hours and ages and hours and ages on this thing when some people could. I'll show you up close in a moment, but let's make the little coin because I want you to see exactly how small this bunny is here. So let's see if I can. The one side of the coin is here by the foot. The other side is here. This is a quarter in the picture, not in real life. Not in like like this right now for me is way larger than a quarter. But in the picture, to show you the scale of the bunny, this is a quarter. I believe, yes, it's a quarter. It's not like smaller than that. Because that would be even smaller. I mean, look at how tiny this bunny is. Can you see that quarter? Let's shade it in so you can kind of get a better idea. So we're gonna fix that inside edge. Needed to be a little rounder. And then the bunny. Eclipses are always tricky because I feel like I never quite get them the right shape. Fixing this shape a little bit more here. This side, similar, not quite as dark. And actually, the story of this bunny, I forgot to tell you, in case you're curious. At my parents' house, I think it was the dog, family dog, she found or had something in her mouth or was playing with something in the yard. And it turned out it was this little bunny. She was being very gentle with him, wasn't biting him or anything. And of course, my brothers picked it up, brought it inside. It looked like it was completely like isolated from its family and stuff. And my brothers just took some pictures, and then I think they just put him back outside where they thought it was safe and made sure he was okay. But super cute, super tiny. Like, who knows how old, like probably days old or something. Well, maybe not. I don't know how they look when they're days old. I should do my research. But tiny, tiny little babies. So cute. Okay, now let's fix the surrounding area. So we can actually make it look like a coin. It's losing a little bit of its edges here. I'm going to switch, actually. I'm using a B. Go back to the HB. Nope, 2H, I mean. 2H, and we're going to just... pretty dark, like I said before. Oh, wrong pencil. Let's do this one. Yes. This is really dark, but then there's definitely more of a shadow here. And then not loving this area because I need to make this a little bit more refined edge. It's definitely a hard shape to capture. I'm not like super happy with how that's turning out. Okay. Oh, there's a few little white whiskers on the front that are going to be important to try to get in there. You think they'll show up? There we go. Now I might have to go around them. Oh, so cute. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that I want to do? I will give you a close-up here momentarily. Now, sometimes what's a good idea is to take an H, light H, and just like glaze over, because you can kind of fill in some texture without adding value. This is a 4H. I'm just putting, it's called glazing. You just picture a donut going through the glaze machine. That's basically what you're doing. You're taking a layer of graphite that's really light and thin and glossy and putting it over. You can do, honestly, the whole picture, but I kind of wanted to just do the background, because the background is the stuff that needs to be less textured so that the bunny can kind of show up. I might do his little paws because they're less defined than the coin. But then I kind of want to leave and maybe do the back of his body here. It's not as in focus as the rest of his body. Okay, let me give you a close-up. Let me sign it real quick. And I will give you a close-up of Zubudu Bunny next to the quarter. Like, that's how small he was. Isn't that adorable? Like, so tiny. Now he is crunched up, like with his legs out. He's a little longer. But isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, sorry. Freak you out. So, super fun. Thanks for joining me, guys, today, as I did something a little different and did some graphite drawing instead and got messy that way. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and tune in next week. I do this every week, usually at this time, unless it's a weird week, but subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can get notified of when I go live. But until next time, guys, all right, bye.